nice spot to do our post-game press conference, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good. It's good to be here. Spoke about it after the game. It's just good reward for the playing group as part of playing Sanford footy. A really exciting time if you make finals to be able to play on Adelaide Oval. So it's good reward for the playing group.
Yeah, how'd you see Saturday evening's performance and 10-point win over Port?
It was gutsy. Look, they were all credit to Port. They were really good in the first half, and won contest at ground level and aerial contests, and retained possession through that. Then went back through us pretty fast, and we couldn't slow down their ball movement, which in effect put our backs under a lot of stress. So they were scoring pretty heavily, going inside 50. A couple of little minor adjustments at half time, and players got busy at CB, led by Finn and the midfield group, and was able to play that third quarter in our front half 65% of the time, which resulted in 6-7 goals and some scoreboard pressure built, and off the back of that, then our ability to fight through contests in the last quarter was really strong again, and our numbers in second half are really good around contest and forward half games, which eventually won us a game of footy.
Yeah, you must be so pleased for Finn. We've chatted about him a lot because he's had a great season, but that must be one of the best games you've watched one of your players perform.
It was huge, yeah, especially off the back of doing a job as well. You go in with a plan to nullify Oppo, and we'd love Finn forward of the footy as well, and he's been able to pinch hit in the middle of the ground for us this year. And Finn Layson had some big numbers the last 2 weeks, and had played a big part in winning games for Port and keeping them really competitive. So Luke going down, it was a good opportunity for Finn to go in there, and Finn's a really combative player and loves the one-on-one contested type possessions. So really clear focus on what he was able to do for us to get the job done. And not only did he get a job done, but then to have his offensive output and to help the team moving forward was huge as well.
Yeah, and let's hope he's out there on Sunday. The game of Pierce Seymour as well. Must be hard to start the game as a forward and then at half-time go back, but probably plays to his character a bit.
Yeah, it shows, we talked about it after the game once again, it shows great growth. I think the last 2 weeks when things haven't been going our way at half-time, we've changed the magnets around and tried some different things, and I guess Pierce was a product of that, and he was playing some good footy forward. He's just such a good defender with how he complements the rest of the back six and what he's been able to give us in the air. But in saying that, he had some really good moments in our front half and first quarter, but it was more structurally putting him back to allow other things to happen around him in the back half and to be able to try and get the ball going forward. And
the performance of your skipper, JK, kicked the match-sealing goal, but he's been in almost the last month.
Yeah, he's a great player and great leader, and probably someone that can play multiple positions for us. And sometimes them players, can be their own worst enemy to a certain extent, because you might find them out on a wing where they can be playing on the footy, or forward where they can be playing on the footy. So yeah, he's had some big moments in the last month, as have a lot of our midfielders around some really clear work on CB and getting to work at CB to give us the opportunity to play the game, in front half, and second half JK and the mids with Finn led the way in that part of the game.
Yeah, we talk about a lot of players often that step up, but the likes of Charlie Molan and Rich Nicholas, Ben Simpson, Connelly have really stood up, played their roles over the last few weeks. Simpson kicked a few goals last 2 weeks. Molan, important goal. Connelly just tries his heart out every week. He must be so pleased across the group.
Yeah, well, Mitchie and Connor, we start there. They're two kids that are 19 and 20 respectively, and have come over and played some pretty good Sanford footy, and it's a credit to the way they train and how they go about their business. Like you said, Mitch is a great runner up and down the ground, and his metres per minute are elite, and he's really powerful and can break through contest, and Connor has the ability to just do small things in the game that change the course of the game time and time again, and something that we really rate as a footy club, them little sacrificial acts, and he's always on the screen displaying lots of them. And we felt Charlie probably had his best game for the footy club this week. He was a midfielder from Sturt, come across and has played forward for us, so a new role, but he's good size and can hit scoreboard and create a really good contest with his midfield craft. And then Ben had his injuries early in the year and has come back, and ultra professional, trains really hard and just adds a different dynamic to our midfield and our front half, and allows us to spin some more players through the midfield and play it forward, and he's been really good in our front half of the ground as well.
Yeah, and what's the feeling like across the playing group, the coaching staff, the trainers, officials? It was electric in the rooms on Saturday evening, and must have been brought into the training throughout the week so far.
Yeah, well, we're excited. I mean, you've got to be excited. You've got to embrace every part of footy, and you've got to. There's lots of lows in it, and there's some great highs, and Saturday was reflective of a great high. And so I said to the players, enjoy it. Like, we've got to enjoy these things. You know, people think you get too far ahead on that. I don't really believe in that. Enjoy the moment, move on. Monday's a new day where we review, and then we talk about centrals and what we need to do to get the job done, and train that way throughout the week and prepare for them best we can, to take away their strengths whilst applying ours as well. So we're excited for another challenge. We haven't beat Central Districts all year, and been two really tight games, and we're looking forward to getting out here on Adelaide Oval where we can put our strengths on show, and we believe a really big deck suits the way I want to play, so we're excited.
Yeah, Adelaide Oval, it's a great place to play footy. You'd have some great memories here. Players that have played in Norwood, Guernseys have won premierships out here, and others are playing for the first time. It's just makes you feel good being here, doesn't it?
That's a great thing about footy, isn't it? We all come from different walks of life, and whether it's, you know, interstate, local, what we do for our job, and we all come collectively together on Sunday to play in Adelaide Oval. And like you said, there'll be lots of debutants that will play this week, their first time on Adelaide Oval, and there'll be some players here that have played in some big games here as well. So it's really, really exciting time for the footy club, and as a collective, yeah, we're excited to get to play here on Sunday.
Yeah, certainly. And you said just before, the only one that's been ruled out is Sermo at this stage?
Yeah, Luke looks like he might have surgery on his hamstring, so that's potentially later in the week. So he's done a good job, and he's been a warrior all year for us, the way he's played, and how he's held the ruck stocks together. So yeah, wish him all the best, and can get the surgery done, and then look forward to a big pre-season from him.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks, Sheeds, and good luck on Sunday.
Thanks for having me, Josh.